I've made low content books, medium content books, adult coloring books. I've even written a novel. And you know what I've learned between all of these books?
This is getting good.
I learned that there are 3 steps that you have to go through if you want to be successful at any of these. So if you're trying to determine which type of KDP book you should create, first of all, identify where your passion is. Identify what excites you. If you love being artistic and working with AI, then this is the type of book for you. If you would prefer to use pre-formatted type of forms and you want to create a lot of books, then this is the type of book for you. If you're a writer, you want to be a novelist, then this is the type of book for you. No matter what type of book you choose from, you have got to go through these 3 steps if you want to be successful. I'm going to tell you what all of those steps are today. Don't forget, all of this is on my website at reneeclancy.com. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's dive in. Step number 1 is the research phase. Please don't skip this step. There have been many times where I thought a particular book idea would be wonderful, and I thought, that's it, I'm going to go ahead and make it, and I've spent and wasted so much time because it ends up no one's looking for that book. Or they were, but they did 5 or 10 years ago, and it's not trending right now. So let me go ahead and walk you through some very important research steps. I use BookBolt every single day. Now, you don't have to use BookBolt. You're more than welcome to dive into Google Analytics and search for items there. Or if you have another tool that you use for research, that's great. But if you're interested in BookBolt, link is down below. I really use it every single day. It's just the platform that I prefer. Right now, let me show you how I research the topics I want to dive into. First, if I'm looking at, let's say, low content books, we're considering sketchbooks, we're considering lined notebooks, something that's very simple that someone can draw or write in. Sketchbook. Now, as I scroll down, I can see, okay, this was 2019. Here's one from 2024 that's been popular. 138 estimated sales a month. That looks really great. Here's a doodling book. This one's from 2020. Another one from 2022, 2019. As you can see, this low content book idea was really trending about 5-10 years ago. And I've made plenty of low content books, and yes, they have sold, but the niche is very saturated, so what you've heard is true, but not to say that KDP is saturated overall. Just this particular really low content sketchbook, doodling book idea. As you can see, some people are still successful with it, and that's great, but that's why I've shifted more to that medium content book. So just by looking here, I can see that in maybe 2020 or 2019, these books were really popular. As you can see, most of these sketchbooks have only 1 or 2 estimated sales every month. Why don't we go to the other end? Let's look at Amazon, and I'm going to use BookBolt Spy, the KDP Spy, to help me see if there's more information there. I click here on the KDP Spy, click Start, and it's going to give me all of the data on sketchbooks for that page. As you can see, a lot of these sketchbooks, the ones that have been most popular, are the spiral bound books, and KDP does not print those. Here's one from 2020 that's done well. Okay, this one published in May looks like it's doing very well. This one published in April looks like it's doing very well also. A lot of these are that spiral bound book though. So this is telling me I'm not going to be doing any sketchbooks anytime soon. Why don't we shift and try a different type of low content book? Journals. Here my options are a little bit more expanded. It doesn't have that spiral book option, so let me click on my KDP Spy and see what it can tell me. Here I can see that some lined journals printed recently have actually sold a few, not many, but it's working. This lined journal printed in March, looks like it's doing very well. So a lined journal is probably the route we want to take. On the other end, when I dive into the BookBolt product research, I can see that journals with a religious theme are really selling. So if I want to go through this low content book route, I should probably look at lined journals and something with a religious theme. What about researching those medium content books? Remember, that's a little bit more. That's something like a form to fill out, maybe a data information system. I made these coffee snob books, and I've sold a couple of them, but you know which ones have actually been selling even more that I didn't think would sell? Are my sermon notebooks. Pause really quickly. Please subscribe. I appreciate it, and it helps in the growth of my channel. What I did was inside the BookBolt system, I wanted to see what pre-made templates they already had. And I was looking through here and I could see that they had a sermon notes type of journal. Here it's called a prayer journal, so I wanted to use that template, but I wasn't still sure that it would be successful. So I'm going to come back over to the research phase. This one looks like a winner, and I've actually sold a handful of these already. I can see here that just printed recently in 2024, in January, this sermon notes book is selling really well. This other one in 2022 is selling well. Here's another one from 2024, 84 estimated sales a month. That's enough for me to know that I can move forward with this type of medium content book. That part of the research phase is crucial. As you can see, if I'd gone with some of those beginning ideas I had, I would have wasted tons of time, and time is money. So research is so important.
Well, I think I can do that.
Step number 2 is the content, the heart of what you're actually selling. It needs to be high quality and provide a value to people so that they want to buy it. Now, a mistake I've made in the past is that I'm very anxious and excited about a new project, and I dive in a little too quickly. I create something, and sometimes the inside content isn't as high quality as it could be. So I always try to remind myself to go slow, proofread my items, make sure things are done well, and let me show you some examples. Let's start with the low content books. As you can see, I think I made a very nice cover here. This cover I found in the BookBolt system, and how I did that was I came here to images. I wanted some kind of watercolor type flowers, and I got lots of options. This is how I built that particular cover. Now let's address the inside. It's very simple front page. I probably could have done more on this page to make it look a little bit more professional. Maybe put a copyright on the front, maybe an important quote. The rest, though, is just a lined journal. Now, some other things I could have done to make this even better was I could have done a page number on the bottom. I could have written at the top like where to write the date, and all of that I could have added here. This particular lined page I got in the BookBolt system. It's one of their pre-made formats, and it formatted every single page for me. But remember that just because someone wants a lined journal doesn't mean that they want completely blank pages. It's okay to provide a little bit more formatting. So I definitely would add pages at the bottom and possibly the word that says date here, just to add a little bit more. Now let's address those medium content books. For this medium content book, I did my research. I found that this adult inspirational cursing coloring book was doing very well, and I have sold a handful of these, so really excited about that. I've got a strategy right now where I'm going to go to a local store down the street that really concentrates on locally made items, and I'm going to ask if they'll put the book in their store. I'll let you know how that goes.
All right. Keep me updated.
But let's talk about this content on the inside and the quality and how important it is to make sure it's a quality project. Looking here on the inside, I used AI to create all of these items. I made sure that page number 2 was blank, and that's the back side. Here's the front. And then that's the back because you don't want it to bleed through. I'm really happy that I took a little bit more time on this one, went a little bit slower, and really created a quality project that I'm proud of. Another product that I'm really proud of is the children's book that I just wrote. I took my time to make sure that the AI art I created really followed the theme I wanted and had a high quality feel. And then as it goes throughout the entire book, I ensured that things lined up, that the quality of the book was consistent, that the images I made were consistent, and I'm really happy with this book. Take your time, go slow. Make sure it's a quality product. Now let's talk about promoting your book. This step number 3 is so important. People think that they can just publish something and then magically people are going to buy it. No one can find your book if you don't start promoting it. I personally have a hard time running these KDP ads. It's a lot of money to spend.
Thank God. Thought I was the only one.
And I know that people do it, and that's fine, and that's great. I tried it at the beginning. I'll probably get back to doing it soon, but I've decided to go a different route to promote each of these books. First of all, the low and medium content books that I made, I did the strategy of sharing it out among some friends and then asking that they write a review. The number one comment or question that people have asked is, I thought you weren't allowed to do that. I thought you weren't allowed to solicit reviews or ask people to review who haven't purchased the book. You can ask, but you can't require it. I gifted people the book, and Some people did write reviews, but remember, it's not considered a verified review. And so that's what it still shows on there, that it's a review, just not verified. But it's the best way to start getting reviews. I made a little QR code. I put it on the inside of the books that I handed out. And then people were able to leave reviews as they saw fit. I promoted it in my area. I asked people on my local Facebook group if they would be interested in diving into one of the books and experiencing it, and they said yes, and I got a lot of support from my community. The second way that I've tried promoting books is coloring on TikTok. Now, I started it, I did it for like a week or two. I've got to get back into it. It's just one of those things that I don't have a lot of time for it, and it does take time. I enjoyed coloring. It was very peaceful, very calming, but I couldn't find the time to do it. My next strategy is going to be to go to my local stores. I live in kind of a small town, and there are a lot of local stores that people want to support local artists and creators. So I'm going to go to those particular stores today, and I'm going to ask if they will sell the book. And if they say no, that's okay. My next step is to start talking about it more on my social media. That's another way that I hope people will buy it. And talking about it here. I've gotten some sales from the YouTube channel, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So you've got to do something. If you want to set aside a budget to start running ads, that's a great idea. If not, if you're like me and you don't want to spend that extra money on ads, you need to promote it in some way. So you could do Amazon ads, you can promote it on social media, you can promote it in a local bookstore or some other small store in your area that promotes local artists. Another example, when I was promoting this book, I had a little ice cream signing day where a local ice cream store let me go in and do a signing of some books. Yes, only family and friends were there, but this was a while ago. If I were to do this now and have a signing at a local store, I would definitely promote it more on social media. I'd purchase author copies beforehand, have them for sale at the store, and make it a much bigger event. I think friends and family and community will come out to support you if they know that you are an artist trying to sell your items. If you have any other tips on how people can promote their books, make sure to write it in the comments below. I'm hoping to build this community where we can all support each other and help each other with really great ideas. Thanks.